Welcome to the Million Pound Mission Podcast. I'm your host, Adam Shively, the PhD, the previously heavy dude, and I'm on a 1 million pound mission. Now, I've personally lost over 100 pounds, and I've applied what I've learned from my own transformation journey to help my hometown clients lose over 35,000 pounds in just 5 years. Now I'm on a mission to produce over 1 million pounds of results by delivering my best weekly tips, motivation, inspirational stories, and transformation strategies so that you can gain clarity about what you need to do to reach your goals and give you the confidence to take action. And the perfect time to start taking action is right now. So let's do this. This episode is sponsored by my friends at Four Sigmatic. I love these products. If you guys have not tried out their mushroom coffees and teas, you don't know what you're missing. I have been using their products for several months now, and I'll tell you what I'm using currently. I switch around. I have different jams with my Four Sigmatic routine. Right now, my jam is AM. I do a little cordyceps elixir for some stimulation, get my body going, get a little bit of energy going. Then midday, I do chaga. The chaga elixir has been shown to help support digestive system, immune system. And then at the end of the day, I usually have a reishi elixir. And I just love the chilled out vibes that come from that. It helps you sleep better. It also has some immune system support. And I'll tell you what, in the last couple of weeks, everybody at my fitness center has been sick. Flu, all right, puking, coming out both ends, gross, right? Same thing at my house. All, the last 2 weeks, everybody's been sick except for me. So, I can't claim anything, but all I know is that this stuff helps me have more energy during the day. I believe it's helping with my immune system support. It's helping my digestion, and it's helping me sleep better at night. So why the heck wouldn't you want to check that out? All right, so here's the deal. You go to foursigmatic.com. That's foursigmatic.com and enter the promo code MPM as in Million Pound Mission. All right, MPM, Million Pound Mission. That's going to save you 15%. And I get a sweet little kickback from them. They kick me back 10% just, because it's all out there in the open with me and you guys. We're homies, right? And so I appreciate that as well. This is a great way to support me and this show. A lot of people send me messages, how can I support the show? This is a great way to do it. I get a 10% kickback off anything you order using my promo code MPM on foursigmatic.com. Let's do this. Hello, my friends, and welcome to another episode of the Million Pound Mission Podcast. It's your buddy Adam, the PhD, the previously heavy dude. How's it going out there in podcast land? I am psyched to connect with you today. This is episode number 113, the 3 rings of commitment. What in the hell is he talking about today? I'm going to tell you. So the 3 rings of commitment. Commitment is a big deal when it comes to your transformation, when it comes to your health, and when it comes to your being able to create a successful health situation for yourself. So we're going to dive right into this. I want you to picture like a bullseye. So a circle within a circle within a circle. So there's an outer circle, a middle circle, and then a center circle, like a bullseye. Hopefully you guys know what that is. Otherwise, this may not work. So I want you to think about when we talk about commitment. It's a scenario where somebody decides they want to get healthier, and how committed are they? What ring are they in? All right, and what ring you're in will depend on how good your results are and whether you're able to stick to it and get anything out of the program that you're signing up for. So the outer ring, this is the type of person, if they get stuck there, they will purchase a program but not take any action. So they just sit there. So they buy the diet book that their friend recommended. They saw their friend lose 20 pounds, like, oh, I want to lose 20 pounds. So they buy the book and then they don't do anything with it. Or they sign up for the online course, or they hire a personal trainer and they don't use the sessions. One of the things that drives me absolutely crazy is that when people come to my gym, my fitness studio here in Bloomington, Indiana, and they buy classes and then they don't use them. And we have kind of a generous program. Every business coach I've had said this is the dumbest business move I have ever made in my entire business career, is setting up these group fitness packages where their credit never expires. I felt like, if people are motivated, I'm going to work with them and I'm going to give them a good deal. But honestly, it probably is a mistake because there's no fire underneath them to use those sessions. And so they just sit on them like a mother hen on her eggs. And they just sit and say, well, I've got these sessions that I can use someday, and someday doesn't come. So if, the outer ring people, like I said, the basic issue here is that their why is not bigger than the why nots. So they're too busy. It's not the right time. They're full of all the excuses that we've all heard, that we've all said ourselves, a lot of us, right? So I think we've all been there. So that's the outer ring. They're stuck there because they purchase a program but don't take any action. Their why is not bigger than all of the why nots or all the why nots combined. So they sit there and nothing happens. Now, the middle ring, the next ring in, this is the type of person that purchases a program. They do take action, but they will not give up full control. And this is the person that I feel like is probably the hardest to deal with. This is the person that's hardest to help. It's the person, obviously, that's the hardest to coach because they're not being coachable. So, in the outer ring, those people just don't even try. So I'm like, okay, that's one thing. But it's even more frustrating when somebody does try, but they're just not willing to work with you. And I've talked about pushing the boulder. Like, let's push the boulder together. Let's push that boulder up the hill in the same direction, and not I'm pushing up and you're pushing down, or I'm pushing up and you're pushing sideways. So they are unwilling to give up full control. And these are the type of people that say this phrase very often. They will say, this program isn't working for me. This program is not working for me. I bought it and I'm taking action. They get frustrated, and if they're newer to the game, if they're newer to the transformation game, the fitness, the nutrition game, then I could see them, being confused. Like, I'm working hard. I'm going to classes. I'm eating healthy. I've changed a lot of habits, but they're not giving up full control. So maybe they're doing 15-minute workouts when the program calls for a 45-minute workout. Or maybe they're kind of showing up and not really putting the effort in that they need to do. They're talking a lot during the workout. Or maybe they're eating more vegetables, but they're also still drinking alcohol or drinking wine every night or eating desserts every night too often. So there's all sorts of scenarios here where the person kind of convinces themselves, like, I am trying harder. And they are. They are. And it's so easy for somebody to kind of feel sorry for themselves and talk themselves into quitting in this position because they aren't seeing results. And like I said, as a coach, this is the most frustrating type of client, the client that gets stuck in the middle ring, because I just want them to see the light. It's like in the cartoons when they take the frying pan. Now, this is like the old cartoons when they used to be mean to each other. Now, not to get on too much of an aside here, but they're all friends in cartoons now. Is anybody else that has kids that are like under age 10 realize this? Everybody's friends. There's no bad guys. So nobody hits anybody over the head with a frying pan, but they used to. All right. So like old school cartoons, like whack them over the head with a frying pan, wake them up and say, hey, I need you to be coachable. And I've, when it comes to a life-saving client situation, somebody that is morbidly obese, I will draw the line in the sand and say, hey, if you don't step up and start doing what I need you to do, this isn't going to work. And I can't help you. And I'll draw the line in the sand and say, I need you to cross the line and be fully committed or not. And because somebody else might be standing back there behind you, raising their hand saying, help me. And they may be willing to go full go and be all the way in. So it's frustrating. It's frustrating. So make sure that you don't get there. Don't get stuck in that middle ring where you're saying, this program isn't working for me. Make sure that you are fully committed and working the program. So let's talk about that center ring, because that is where you want to be, my friends, the center ring. So this person, they will purchase a program, and it doesn't have to be a program. So it's like they purchase a book, they hire a trainer, they hire a nutritionist, they get financially involved, they invest financially, they invest their time, they invest their focus in something that's going to help alter their momentum with their transformation and health. So we'll just call it purchasing a program. So they purchase a program, they do take action, they do give up full control to the program, the coach, whatever it is, the book, and they do it as it's supposed to be done. Now, is this a guarantee that you will achieve all your goals? No. Is this a guarantee that you will have amazing results? No. All right? That's the rough thing here. But I can guarantee one of two things or two of two things will happen. this is a guarantee. So 2 great outcomes can come from this. Number 1 is you might get great results. All right. And if you don't, you learn. All right. If you commit to a program, you do the program, you give up full control, you do it as it's supposed to be done, and it just doesn't work for you at that point, you can truly say, well, that didn't work for me, but I did learn that I liked, following a ketogenic diet, and I want to try to stick with that a little bit more. Or I learned that I need to go higher carb because I just couldn't really keep my keto flu symptoms or my headaches from going away or whatever. You're going to learn. You're either going to see success or you're going to learn what didn't work, and you can make adjustments from there. And that is an advantage. That's an advantage. All right. Tony Robbins says that there's no such thing as failure as long as you learn and move forward from that learning. All right. So that's where you want to be. And I know I know people want that formula of, Adam, where's the guarantee of results? But if you get to that center ring, you are setting yourself up to succeed. And then it's on us. It's on the professional. It's on the program. It's on the coach. It's on the book to step up and work for you. So, if you accidentally get plugged into somebody that's maybe they're brand new, they just don't really know what they're doing yet. And I've been there for sure, fresh out of college. I really didn't know what I was doing. There's a lot of experimentation. And are my results for my clients a lot better now, 17 years later, than they were, almost 2 decades ago? Hell yeah. So that's something to consider. So we want to get you to the center ring, right? Now, let's test your commitment level right now. I want you to do some homework for me. I want you to think about the last time you did something and what ring you ended up in. So you did a new program, you did a boot camp, you hired a trainer. Maybe you didn't get results. Maybe you did get results. Maybe think about both those scenarios. Like, here's a scenario where I didn't get results. Here's a scenario where I did get results, or maybe I am still getting results, and find out what ring you're in. Just think about that. That is your assignment. How committed are you to your health and fitness? Think about the rings. Think about where you're at now. Think about what you're doing right now, what program you're doing. I see people in all 3 levels, but my goal is to get everybody to that center. But it's a 2-way street. I need people to not only, it's not like a drive-through window. Our society right now is very like instant gratification. All right. We get the app, we get the thing. We go to the drive-through window, we get the thing. It's delivered to us. And with your health, yeah, there are some hacks and some things like that, but we have to put in the work. And to get to the center ring, you have to we have to do 2 really hard things that human beings have a hard time doing. That is putting in the work and being willing to give up control. All right. And not, stress about not getting results and freak out and, all that stuff that we all do, get in our own head about the scale and things like that. Those are all kind of peripheral things, but we have to be willing to put in the work. We have to be willing to give up control. And those are very hard for the human psychology, the way we're built. And it's hard for us to do that. So just wrap your head around that. As always, with these Monday episodes, I try to give you something to think about. And it's just you and I, and we're sitting here talking. And, as always, I'd love your feedback. I love connecting with you guys. And let me know what you think. Let me know how you think the show is going. Let me know what kind of guests you want me for the Wednesday episodes. I'll recruit those folks up for you. But yeah, that's it for this week. Think about the 3 rings of commitment. Which ring are you in right now? And how do you get to that next ring? What do you need to do to get to the center ring? And that, my friends, is how you own it. Every meal, every workout, every day. I will see you on the next episode. Wait just a second there, good looking. I got something else to tell you about before you head out. I'm psyched. We just launched our Patreon page, patreon.com/Million Pound Mission. That's spelled Patreon, patreon.com/Million Pound Mission. We are cranking in there. And the goal of our Patreon page is to raise some funds so that I can hire 1 or 2 people to become support partners with the podcast so that I can focus more on creating content, connecting with you guys, coaching with you guys, helping you more, and doing less of the back end stuff. All right, very important. I'd love to connect with you guys, and I need some help to be able to do that. I got to free up some time. With the Patreon page, you're going to have the option of making a monthly donation. If you enter at the $6 per month or higher, you get invited to my Million Pound Mission Live Facebook group. And inside that Facebook group, I'm going live with follow-along workouts, which you can make requests for, by the way. I am going live with question and answer sessions. You can fire away with any question. I'm going to deliver an answer. And then you also get live look-ins with the Million Pound Mission podcast, where you get podcasts way in advance of everybody else. So it's a cool way to connect. It's an awesome way for you to get advanced information with the podcast. And it's just a great way. A lot of people ask me about supporting the show, and this is probably the number one way to do it right now. So check us out at patreon.com/Million Pound Mission. And I'm very, very thankful for your support. Thank you, my friends.